Welcome to our fourth indie game devlog. We're two tiny baby infants still learning how to code with Unity, and this is our first large-scale project. It is a 2D side-scrolling platformer which has its slowdown dash as its main mechanic. These videos are made to document our progress so far. This past month, we have mostly worked on small quality life changes and bug fixes, so we don't have big new changes to share. This video is going to be more of a progress update.
One of the most important changes this month has been the rework of our down slam move. To make the player feel like they are making progress, we will give them a new combat platforming move every level. We want the down slam to be the new unlockable move that you get after beating the first level. We haven't actually added the move unlocking system yet, so you can still try out the slam in level 1. Before this update, the move just made you fall faster, but now we've reworked it to give you a little boost in the air, and then a powerful slam into the ground that deals damage when you land. This will be a central mechanic in the design of level 2, as all 3 of our new level objects involve it in some way.
We've spent a lot of time getting feedback and doing testing to make our difficulty curve better. We cannot pin it down to one big change, as we have just extended platforms and rearranged sections to make the paths more clear. We finally made 2 major changes to the enemy spawning system that we have been wanting to implement for a while. We spent a while working on a system to save whether an enemy is alive or dead between sections. When you leave a section and come back, the section gets reloaded, which respawns all the enemies and level objects there. It would be inconsistent if you walked back to the last section and all the enemies that you just killed respawned. Our solution to this problem was to keep track of all the active enemies in a big list that stays between the sections of the game. Enemies now check if they are alive or dead using the list. The other issue we ran into was that enemies got deleted when they died, so if you died, all the enemies would still be gone when you went to redo the section. Instead of getting deleted, we just made an off switch that turns everything on and off in an enemy. When the player dies, the switch goes back on, re-enabling everything on those enemies.
Other small changes that we made include fixing some issues with the full screen, making the knockback feel better, and working on the parallaxing background. We've gone back through and added baked lights into the levels to make them feel more immersive. For the next month, we're planning to work more on game polish and content for level 2. We've designed 4 more enemies for the second level, which will be revealed in a later devlog. The setting for the second level is an overgrown forest/jungle level, which starts high up in a canopy and then moves down into a secret underground vault. We are working on the UI design and menu settings off until we feel like the game's content is more fleshed out. We are also holding off on adding bosses to the levels because we want to figure out the difficulty curve first. We plan to add a lot of polish with visual and sound effects to increase the game's quality.
We decided to just put the full version of our game out instead of just a snippet this time, because there is no point in hiding our game content anyways. It is now a downloadable executable, which runs on Windows and Mac. Thanks so much for watching our devlog. It has been an amazing experience to watch players interact with our game, and we hope to have another devlog up in a month. Any bit of feedback that we get is greatly appreciated, so if you see a noticeable flaw, leave a comment. Thank you. The end.